Hey everyone, Brad here again, back with some more California Adventure. Now, first of all, last video I left off kind of at the bridge actually. You could see I had the layout for the trolley, and then these buildings weren't here. Oh, actually I just noticed something I didn't complete, and I'll explain why here in a minute. So coming through, new stuff, you will see that I have all the buildings on this side. We've got the candy shop, the main stores, and I found a lot of good images to use to replicate these buildings. Around the corner there's the main Starbucks, and you can see I kind of stopped it right here because this is actually, once you get to Grizzly Peak, this is the eating area for the Cliff Jumper restaurant, which is going to end up being right here. So the backside is kind of, I'll change the theme a little bit, but this is kind of how it looks. For some reason it's all like brick walled, and that'll all be right here. You can see I have the center of Carthay Circle. Now, funny enough, the actual statue in the middle looks almost like this column. This is actually very much like what it looks like. So thinking back to the Disney World I made, the partner statue, and I used these, the irony is now this is kind of what I need, but I figured I would sacrifice it being super accurate and just have a fountain, because there is indeed a fountain here. Let me take it back a little bit this way. So you'll see I've got all the buildings here now, and the monorail completion is there for the backside of Buena Vista Street. Now you've got all the other stores, mainly clothing stores, and this all kind of goes in one big building and cut through. You'll notice in the windows I kind of added pots and a few lights, which I'll show you when I go to nighttime. Same with over here. Then you have Elias and Company. I do like how this turned out, because it does have kind of a weird angular front. And I always like to try new building styles, and you'll see something I did here is, because this is angled and this is out, I actually almost have more than just a quarter of a circle. So you can kind of see the seam here, it's like this, but then I have it continuing going around, and you can see from the top up how it kind of adds that effect and makes it a little more rounded instead of just cutting off. So I do like that. And then for the curves I use like this space looking thing here, which I think actually gives it a good effect. And then reversing the walls in here. So this was actually a little bit fun to make. These other buildings, not so much. And that's something that anyone who plays this game, all of you out there, know that you can really only make things, you know, on a north or south axis. Anything at an angle is going to be really difficult, which is why, unfortunately, the Guardians ride is at an angle, the whole building. So that's going to be interesting. And same with Cars Land. So Hollywood Land's great because it's all nice, clean angles, straight buildings, all of it. So that'll be really fun to make, and I enjoy making that stuff. But Cars Land, the whole thing is going to come out like this at an angle. So that'll be really interesting to try and do. And as far as the Guardians ride, I may even adjust it to make it parallel. But we will see. Continuing along, we've got Carthay Circle, one of my favorite places here. I actually got to eat in the VIP room one time, and that was a lot of fun. So you've got the outside balconies, 1 and 2. There's a pretty neat design on the floor, but the best I could do was use the roof tiles to kind of give it somewhat of a pattern. You see I've got the windows going along there. Same on this side. Stairs in the back. Now the roof I thought was a lot of fun because I used these colonial roof tiles here, which I never get to use as much as I'd like to, but the theming is perfect for here. And it gives it that nice old school Hollywood look. The other thing that was a pain to make, but I kind of ended up liking, was the center itself. Just to give it more details, I have like pots and stuff here, again with the creative building. I used the corners to kind of try to make this smaller because it's not like a full-blown square size worth, so I went with that to make it a little thinner. And I couldn't find anything good for the top, but then I stumbled across this in the space theme. And I looked at it and I painted it all white. See, it's actually a satellite tower thing. But after painting it and realizing it fits there, I was like, you know, this actually works. So that's Carthay for you. You can see I have the path sort of going up to Pixar Pier and all those other places, and started for Hollywoodland. But this is pretty much Buena Vista Street. The only thing I didn't add was the trolley stop here, and then kind of the back of the Disney Junior thing. Other than that, this is Buena Vista Street. So I think I'd like to say I got that done fairly quickly, but this is a smaller park, so it shouldn't take as long. Oh yeah, so about this here. Because none of the other parks I make are functional, and I like to see the people walking around, something I did here is you'll notice the path goes along, so they can walk in the road. They can cut through here, because I can't put any tiles here with the trolley going around. But it cuts to this little square here, and then ends up on the other side. And this will go into Hollywoodland, so this will be the access point. However, the problem is I can't get anybody to go on this side. So what I decided to do was I've got to put the roof back on this building. But you'll see I went and changed the Oswald gas station so they can walk in there. And then they walk underground. And I put a path underground going all the way back here, all the way to the back side of Carthay, coming up through here. So this is where they can continue. I haven't seen anyone take this path yet, however it is an option. Hopefully if more people come in here they will use it. Let me show you nighttime. Pretty much same stuff here from the last video at the entrance, but then once you get beyond, you'll see the path lamps actually change. I went from this style to these smaller ones, which actually give more of a white light. These are kind of, they have a little bit of a, like a yellowish hue to them. These are a little more white. I could probably brighten this up a little bit. See, I'll have all that. And Carthay, I kind of did like I did with the castle to give it kind of a more dramatic lighting effect. Whereas I do have the standard lights, especially underneath here. I added behind here torches, which you probably didn't notice in the day, but it does give it that yellow effect. I would like to see it on the front, but that would be too obvious. And that's pretty much it. That is everything new here. Next area I'm going to work on will be Hollywoodland, because again, straight lines, easy shapes. Looking forward to that. That should be fun. And then from there I'll probably go up north. Well, actually south, real world. This is how it actually looks, you know, over the globe. All the Disneyland actually faces true north, so this is going the complete opposite direction. Alright, so thank you all for watching. I should be putting out another video soon, hopefully, but I will continue to work on this. So as always, I will see you all next time.